Mars and us in opposition. Every 26 months, Mars, the red planet, lines up with us on the same side of the Sun. When all three are in a straight line, astronomers call this opposition. The narrowest gap between Mars and Earth during opposition in October 2020 was 62,609,570 kilometers. In 2018, Earth and Mars were only 58 million kilometers apart. But for astrophotographers in the northern hemisphere, the October 2020 event was more special. Mars was positioned higher in the sky, so their telescope did not have to look through so much of Earth's turbulent atmosphere which distort images. Astrophotographer Damian Pitt said that he uses a professional 14-inch Celestron telescope which can show the terrain of Mars quite clearly. He adds, but even a telescope half that size will show up all the major features of Mars quite easily. And if you've got a good pair of binoculars, you'll certainly be able to make out that it's actually a planet and not a star. Opposition is a time when space probes are launched because the distance that needs to be traveled is shorter, so the journey requires less time and energy. Three countries launched space probes in July 2020: America, China, and the United Arab Emirates all have missions that are currently in transit, and the probes are expected to arrive at Mars in February 2021. Europe and Russia had hoped to launch their rover too, but they missed the launch window and will have to wait until late 2022. The variation of opposition is caused by the elliptical shape of the orbits of both Earth and Mars. In 2003, there was a separation of just 56 million kilometers, the closest in almost 60,000 years. In 2012, the distance between the two planets was over 100 million kilometers.
Okay, how was it? How's the words? Are they difficult to pronounce?
Yeah, all of them it's difficult for me.
All of them. Okay, okay. Yeah, so let's just have some words again.
Mhm.
Okay? Yeah, so let's have the words that. Okay, I have written actually in the chat box. You may check it. Okay, binoculars.
Binoculars.
That's right, binoculars.
Binoculars.
That's great. Elliptical.
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 That's great. Okay, and hemisphere.
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 Very good. Okay. Now, any other words that you find difficult to pronounce?
Nothing. It's alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not pronunciation, but it's the number amount of so many amount of numbers and 62 million
Million.
million.
69. Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so that is 62,069,570.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot, right?
Hello.
Yeah, it's a big number. Yeah, it is actually a big number. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Maybe you have other questions or
No
clarifications?
question. Okay.
Nine. Okay, so this time let us have our discussion.
Okay.
Okay, so question number one. Do you think that there are benefits of having satellites in space?
Satellites. Having satellites.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. There are benefits of having it.
Mm-hmm. So
And yeah,
there are benefits of having it, yeah.
by
Oh,
having satellites in space,
mm-hmm.
we we can check the weather
Yes, exactly.
and
Yes, you
yeah.
can check the
Mhm.
weather.
And watch country some dangerous country.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and also we can watch some, yeah, it's like the weather, right?
Mhm.
Weather. And with satellites, it's also possible for us to watch and listen to TVs,
Oh
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Television,
Mhm.
our radios,
Mhm.
yeah. And also for navigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's check here our simple answer. Please check.
Okay.
Okay. So is everything clear?
Yes, clear.
Yes. Okay, now let's move on to number two. Do you think that astrophotography is a good habit, hobby?
Uh, yes, I think astrophotography is good hobby
Mm-hmm.
because it is so beautiful. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Yes, it's so beautiful. That's actually right. Yeah, it's we capture, you know, the uncommon things, right?
Mhm.
We capture amazing photos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's how do I say that? Supernatural. Supernatural, should I say?
Supernatural.
It's just so amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so now let's check the simple answer for that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so that's it. Now let's go to number three. Okay, are there any negative aspects of traveling into space?
Uh, Negative aspect like I think
Disadvantage. Mm-hmm.
is yeah we have it's too high cost
Yes,
to,
it's
to launch.
expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive, right? Yes, it's expensive. Yeah, traveling is not easy. Traveling in the outer space is not easy.
Okay.
Okay, we don't have much time anymore.
Alright.
I've written in the chat box our samples.
Alright.
Thank you. You did well.
Take care. Bye.